Hello there everyone, welcome back to another supplemental here on Home Media Reviews. We have a couple more copies of Jaws to take a look at this time around, and they're on everyone's favorite format, VHS. Or maybe it's just my favorite format, I don't know. I've gotten pretty VHS happy in the last few years here on Home Media Reviews. I brought out the 4K here just to refresh your all's memories of what Jaws on physical media looks like. We took a look at this in a supplemental a few years ago. I have seen Jaws on 4K though, multiple times, and let me just say this is a demo quality 4K. I mean, this thing looks even better than the Blu-ray, and that Blu-ray was spectacular. So for the 4K to be even better, it's amazing. Also, I had the rare opportunity to see Jaws in IMAX, I think last year? It was either 22 or 2023 I saw Jaws in IMAX with Hope, and it was wonderful. I think my main point here is Jaws is a fantastic movie, and I want to own it on as many formats as possible. Which is exactly why, probably a year or so ago at this point, I grabbed a VHS copy of Jaws. But not just one, two VHS copies. Our first one is the 1995 widescreen VHS copy. In 1995, there was both a widescreen and a full screen variant of this tape released. I believe this was the first time this was ever available in widescreen. Don't quote me on that though. I don't remember off the top of my head. I just remember the date of when this was released. So up here at the top we have widescreen edition. We have the iconic Jaws poster there. It's sitting on top of a ocean background. It looks kind of like a poster for like Jaws 3 or something. Down here at the bottom, featuring new special interviews with Steven Spielberg and members of the cast and production team. Digitally mastered in THX. There's your rating and copyright information and all that good stuff. We have a silver border that goes around here. I think the full screen variant had a red border, if I'm not mistaken. I'll throw a picture of it right here. Wow, they're so different. Isn't that fun? The spine continues the ocean background as well as the widescreen edition banner up there at the top. Universal logo, the Jaws logo, VHS, Hi-Fi stereo, and your product number. The back also features the silver band going around there. You've got your barcode, more copyright information, another Jaws logo, a blurb about the movie, your 3 stars, cast and crew information, and a scene of a whole bunch of people running away from the shark. And then we have a explanation of what widescreen is. I'm not going to read this to you. You can pause it and read it for yourself. It's basically saying, hey, this movie is in widescreen. There's going to be black bars on the top and bottom. Please don't call us, because if you do and complain about those black bars, we will think you are stupid. And for what it's worth, the other spine is the same as this spine. And the top just has the Jaws logo. Your tape is black, and your label has widescreen printed on it. So as is tradition here on Home Media Reviews, let's take a look at some VHS footage of the movie Jaws, as well as some footage from the new exclusive interviews with Steven Spielberg.
This new filing system is going to work. You've got to keep that outdated stuff off my desk. Just the pending, all right?
Yes, Chief. Now, we got a bunch of calls about that karate school. It seems that the 9-year-olds from the school have been karateing the picket fences. Chief Brody's office, the medical inspector.
Yeah.
That's a much maligned shark, and I'm kind of responsible for creating a lot of the bad mouthing about the shark, because the shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
I remember in particular being on our barge watching the first shark test, at which time the shark simply sank to the bottom of Nantucket Sound, and we felt that our careers in motion pictures had gone with it.
Wow, I hope that footage doesn't get me copyrighted. There were other releases of Jaws throughout the 90s. I believe there was a Laserdisc variant that also might have been in widescreen and full screen to match these VHS tapes here in like 1995 or 96 maybe, but I don't have those because the other VHS tape that I found, I believe this came from a Half Price Books. This I know came from a like toy flea market type place, but this tape that I'm holding in my hands right now came from, I think, a Half Price Books. This is Jaws on VHS from 2000. We have the iconic poster here that's been almost recolored. It's darker down here, at least the shark is. It also looks a little bit longer than it does on this poster here. We have Anniversary Collector's Edition up there at the top. It's a nice poster. It's kind of metallic-y. I like the look of it. The spine, though, is where things get interesting. Universal logo, that Anniversary logo, again, big Jaws logo and a big shark there on the spine with your product number. This is a double VHS set, so you know it's special. The back features some more metallic paintwork there with the ocean down there at the bottom. There's the orca, your 3 cast members, barcode, Jaws logo. You have a little blurb about the movie, over 75 minutes of bonus features and a breakdown of those, cast and crew information, copyright information, and your 3 stars photographed down there at the bottom. The other spine is exactly the same as this one, and the top just has the logo. I'm going to show you both of these tapes here. So this is the actual movie. You'll see it's labeled Part 1 there. And I think this is in letterboxed full screen, not widescreen. I'm not quite sure, though. Whoever owned this previously never rewound it. That's unfortunate. And then here's Jaws Part 2. Funny how they label these as Part 1 and Part 2, because Jaws as a movie can fit on one tape. Your second tape is your bonus content. Oh, these also have barcodes on the top. Does this one have a barcode? Yes, it does. I don't know about you guys, but special packages like this where you have 2 tapes, they always, fascinated me. Like Saving Private Ryan, that always had 2 VHS tapes. That was just weird to me when I was younger. Look at all that Jaws goodness right there. And I have even more footage to show you. So, at the risk of getting copyright claimed again, let's take a look at some footage from the film Jaws from this tape set here, and then some footage from the bonus content that's on the second tape.
If this new filing system is going to work, you've got to keep that outdated stuff off my desk. Just the pending, all right?
Yes, Chief. Now, we got a bunch of calls about that karate school. It seems that the 9-year-olds from the school have been karateing the picket fences. Chief Brody's office, the medical inspector.
Yeah.
Marker. Ready, Roy?
Yeah.
Action.
Gun jam.
Okay, once again, cut it.
Save it. Save it.
Ready? Marker. Action.
Gun doesn't fire.
Cut.
Save it.
So with that all being said, guys, that pretty much wraps up your supplemental here on Jaws with VHS. I think now the only other format that I need to own Jaws on is Laserdisc, because I've covered VHS, I've covered Blu-ray, 4K, and DVD. I think the only format now that I need to own Jaws on is Laserdisc to show here on Home Media Reviews. Laserdiscs don't pop up all that often around the Louisville, Kentucky area. So if I find any in the future, hey, they'll be covered here on a show. Thank you all so very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Good night, everybody.